Hello, welcome back to the channel. It might not seem like it from the title of the episode, but this might be the most important one that I've shot yet. It occurred to me in the process of making the first few videos that I might make a video in the future where my confidence wanes and I overthink things and it becomes a stumbling block. But that has happened before even uploading my first video. In light of that, I thought it would be appropriate to cover that topic sooner rather than later, which is WAFFLE. So in the last episode, we edited the show. I've now edited the first couple episodes after watching myself for hours in edit. You know, I don't like the way I sound. I'm sure that's pretty a common occurrence for everybody, but of course, it's affected me, and I'm trying not to think about it, but it still does come up. I promised myself that I wouldn't critique the channel in the first like 60 days or 6 months or something like that. But before I've even uploaded, like the doubt has certainly crept in. Like, what am I doing? Should I be making this channel? Should I be putting myself out there? You know, am I going to regret this later? All kinds of things have come up. So I thought I would talk about all of the stumbling blocks and roadblocks that I've discovered so far and talk about how I'm trying to overcome them. My AI assistant has been very helpful in this, keeping me on task. And I'm not really using AI to generate ideas or generate artwork or anything like that. I'm actually kind of against that. So the first thing is I don't like the way that I sound on camera, and hopefully that gets better with the microphone, which I am now using, which I hope you could tell if you've watched the previous episodes that the microphone quality is much better. And I'm hoping that because of that, my videos are that much more watchable. In watching myself during all these edits, I have rediscovered a couple bad habits that I have. I touch my face too much. I twist my hair. I grind my teeth. I make audible click noises. I don't like any of that. I'm pretty self-aware, actually extremely self-aware, but this has opened up a whole new level of self-awareness. Now, speaking of ways that the AI has helped me is I suffer from creative burnout pretty quickly, and apparently this is another ADHD thing that I'm learning about. So I've enlisted the help of the AI to help me avoid burnout by coming up with a realistic schedule of filming, editing, and publishing. Something that I can stick to, something that is, you know, regimented so I will start, because I have trouble starting projects. We've come up with a system where I've created a calendar with alerts and reminders to let me know when it's time to shoot, when it's time to edit. And I think I've worked out a pretty good schedule that fits my life and like allows me to create without making it feel like an obligation or making it feel like a deadline, because I know me. I will burn out super fast if I allow myself to hyper focus on the channel and do too much. There are so many things that I could let stop myself from getting in this creative mode and getting in the zone to create. And one of those things is like the lighting in here. I have adjusted the lighting in here probably 10 or 12 times just in the first few videos, trying to find the right balance without going out and purchasing lights, because I'm already invested in the microphone. And I think the lighting in here is adequate. It's just finding the right lights and finding where to place them and what settings that they should go on, and then looking at them in the edit and then watching them on my TV. And the lighting situation is I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. Same way with my camera on my phone. Like that's my only camera right now. So if you want to start something, start with what you've got. I could definitely go down rabbit holes of, well, if I buy this microphone's slightly better. It's double the cost. And then this one's a little bit better than that one, but it's triple the cost. And then I start looking at cameras. Well, the camera that I want now is like $1,000. And then I'm like, well, no, that one won't do all the things I want. I really want this $5,000 camera. I know in the first video I said I was having a conversation with my AI about success and saying like I could probably make $1 million if I put all my skills in one basket. But what this has become is a discipline for me. Not a daily practice, but a several days a week practice where instead of consuming content, I've decided to replace a couple hours of a day of content consumption with content creation. As you can probably tell, I don't script these episodes. I do make notes, but I can't read off of a script. I know it's something that I can't not do well. It wouldn't come across as genuine or authentic at all. So I've just eliminated me doing scripts, and I've been doing more free flow, just learning on the fly. Another thing that I could use as an excuse is like camera envy. Like I'm recording on my phone. No one's recording on their phone in 2026. I'm watching YouTube. I'm seeing all these slick, well-produced videos. The lighting is okay. The audio is okay. The video's okay. Everything's just okay. And I'm comparing myself to year 1, year 2, year 3 creators. That's not good. That's not healthy. Like, I know that I can get to that point, provided that I have enough time to do it. But I'm making time. I'm making time to do it because it's something that I love, something that I want to do. I need a creative outlet. It's cashing all of my skills into one bucket and giving my creativity someplace to land. I have a folder of unfinished projects. I've got t-shirts that I designed that I never printed. I've got stickers that I designed that I never printed. I've got ideas for videos that I never made. One kind of deal that I made with my AI assistant was like, don't let me shelve ideas permanently anymore. Like, if I have an idea, it's going to go on a shelf, but it's going to go on a shelf that I'm going to revisit. I'm no longer going to just abandon the ideas that I have. Is basically, as soon as they enter into my consciousness, I will banish them for one or multiple reasons. And this kind of goes back into my excuses not to do the channel. One is, and this is just the things that my brain has done. One is like saying, like, your channel's too small. You'll never get it off the ground. It's just going to be low views and no subscribers for forever. And you'll burn out before you produce anything. And the way that I'm fighting that is, again, the schedule, sticking to it, making it a discipline. One of my favorite painters, Alex Gray, said something to the effect of like, every day he just commits to one brushstroke. He gets in the zone, and several hours later, he's got the beginning of an epic painting. In light of that, I thought, okay, just sit down, record one piece to camera, edit one clip, just get started. On the opposite side of that, after I worked through and fought through the feelings of this channel's too small, my brain went the opposite direction. This is too big. This is too important. This is going to become your life. You're going to hyper focus on this, spend all your time on it, and then you're going to burn out early. So it's too big. Don't do it. The way that I'm combating that is I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm just committing to that one brushstroke mentality to get started. And if I stick with it, I know that at the end of 2026, I'll have like 100 videos. There's no telling where this is going to go. I don't know. I have a list of ideas of videos that I want to make, and I want to make those, and I want to document the process of how I'm learning the apps and how I'm getting those projects made, and then put those projects out there. And hopefully, the projects will bring people to the channel, and they might stick around for the process. So on my notes here, I wrote experience versus output. This is another thing where my brain was saying, like, look, you started the video off saying you could make $1 million with your skills, and you haven't mentioned one of the skills that you have. So I'm thinking about like recording an episode 0 for the channel so I can give like a little bio of myself to show like why I'm qualified. So this was one of the things that my brain did, that like, just shut it down now. You've done this out of order. This is too hard. But I'm just going to keep going at it. All right. So I guess the message for this video that I wanted to make was, if you start creating art, if you start doing a project, don't stop. Don't stop for any reason. Don't let anybody tell you to stop. Don't let your brain come up with excuses not to do things. If you want to do something, if you want to make something, make it. I want to see it. We all want to see it. I think this world needs more art in it right now. I'm doing everything that I can to make a concerted effort to create art, to put things out, to complete projects. And I haven't really done that before. I need a portfolio. This is something that a friend of mine was talking to me about. Like, you need to put a portfolio together, but all of the stuff that I've done is so long ago. Just finding those project files to re-render out the stuff that I've already made would be almost impossible. The vast majority of the art that I've done was corporate, and I've lost the files to all of those things, and I have access to that. It wasn't really like my own passion projects. It was work for a company, or work in someone else's project. As the channel goes on, and as AI keeps me on the ball, it keeps me on task, that I can actually maybe find and reopen some old projects of mine and actually bring them to completion. This video, number 4, was supposed to be upload, but I spent the entire holiday at the end of the year hemming and hawing, as I do, about what to do next and where does this go, and all of the doubt, all of the fear. But I promise the next episode will be publish. I am going to upload. These videos are going to be online for everyone to see forever, unless I pull them down and mark them as private. But in the next episode, we're actually going to go through setting up the YouTube channel, the customization of the page, and upload that first episode. I am going to make it a point to experiment with Gemini, because Gemini 3 has recently come out, and since that is Google's product and so is YouTube, Gemini might be actually better at walking me through how to do the channel stuff, walking me through how to work with the algorithm best, and like tips and tricks on how to make my videos better. So my goal is to make each episode look and sound better than the one before. And maybe by the end of 2026, after 100 episodes or so, I might look as slick as the other content creators that I'm so jealous of. And I think it's okay. It's a healthy amount of jealousy. Like, I see other creators that are out there doing good work, and their stuff looks so slick, it just makes me sick, uh, in a good way. These process videos where I'm talking through the process of starting this channel and working through all of the trials and pitfalls and stuff like that, these are always going to be long format. These are always going to be rambling. I hope they look and sound better as time goes on, but they're not going to be slick. I wanted to do the build in public. Not only do I have something to film, I've got something to edit, I've got something to teach myself the apps with. It's all going to be transferable knowledge into creating projects that I'm excited to make. All right, if you stuck around this long, thanks for watching. I appreciate the view, and comment below if you found this useful or helpful. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.